I'm Debbie and this is Book and BuJo. Welcome if you are new and welcome back if you've been here before. Today is my February reading journal. Plan with me. My theme for my reading journal for February is going to be dream potions. So let's get started with a January flip through and then move right into my setup. Now for a quick flip through of January. But first, my Bible reading tracker. So I've had some questions about how I set this up, and I will actually do a tutorial video that shows how I set this up. That will probably be a little easier, but for the quick version, I take how many books of the Bible there are and then how many chapters are in each. So I have the Old Testament on top and the New Testament on the bottom. So then I just flip my book around to do the New Testament ones. And I take how many chapters are in each, knowing which books are the largest. Like Psalm has 150 chapters in it, so I know that's going to be kind of a big chunk. And in the middle, I kind of put a little title in it, so I know this is my Books of the Bible tracker. And I know that the New Testament is a lot shorter, doesn't have near as many books in them, and the chapters are all a lot shorter, so then I just do some kind of decorative something over here, and then I always put also what version of the Bible I'm reading from. Last year I was the English Standard Version or the ESV. This time it's the New King James Version. And then I just go through how many chapters are in each book and dole out the spaces accordingly until it fits somewhat nicely across the page, as well as for the New Testament, knowing of course it's not going to go all the way across or else it's going to be super short. Right, now for my January flip through. So I did complete all of my book club books. I completed a couple books for my A to Z challenge. I did complete my year in Aeldia books for both my characters. I do still need to finish my Buzzwordathon book though. I still have a few days left in the month, so I should be able to get to that one. It's only 300 pages, so it shouldn't take too long to get through that one. And then all the books that I've read and finished so far in the year, or in the month, I guess in the year as well. And then I have my calendar of books that I started and when I completed them. And then for my reading tracker here with the page numbers and audiobooks, I figured out a way to make this work. So on the calendar here, I'm putting how many hours I listened to, hours and minutes, and how many pages I read. So this page number I ended on each day, and then I just subtract from the day before. And then for the audiobook hours, I put the actual amount of hours that I listened to each of the books. And that's working okay. This does need to be bigger, and I will make that change in February. Also, for my additional reads and my read-alongs, the Cosmere was the one with Brandon Sanderson. That's the one that had the most books that I needed to read. And I've been doing okay on that. I did finish that one. So I've gotten through 4 of them, 5 of them. I still have the Bands of Mourning and the Lost Metal. I'm going to move those to February. And then Arcanum Unbounded, I am about halfway through. I only have 2.5 stories left. Actually, I think I only have 2 stories left in there. And then I should be able to finish that one. So I will either finish that one this month or in February. And then for Discworld, I did finish both of my books for that one. And for Wheel of Time, I read that one in December, so I didn't have to read that one. I am almost 75% of the way through the written. I should finish that one today or tomorrow, which will give me time to finish my Buzzwordathon book, which is There's No Coming Back from This. For my Readathon with the New Beginning Readathon with Raya Reads, I have finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the 10 prompts. So I have 2 books left for that, and that is There's No Coming Back from This and The Fall. If I get to the fall, great. If not, then that's okay. We didn't have to complete every prompt that was given, but you know me, I'm gonna try. All right, and then on this side, I have my notes there. The books I've reviewed so far, I am getting behind already. but I am starting to catch up a little bit. These 5 are my main TBR books, and then this one is just one I would like to review because I did really like that one. And then the rest of these, I'm just kind of putting the book cover, and I will put little dots underneath on how many stars I gave it. And here's the other 3. This is the one I still need to get to. And then again, the books I read, which I need to add a couple more here. So Shadows of Self by Brandon Sanderson, which is the second book in the Mistborn Era 2 series. And I finished You Are the Placebo, and that's by Dr. Joe Dispenza. It was my nonfiction book. And then the rest of this is my stats. That'll get filled out at the end of the month once I complete all of my reads. And then down here I have all of my library books, the ones that I've checked out from the library itself. So physical reads as well as audiobooks that I got from the library. And then I have the books that I bought. I do have the Page and Wick subscription box, and that one I did get a notice. It's in the mail and it's on its way. So hopefully I will get that by the end of the month. And then I got a couple books that I had gotten for free that I started putting in here, but I decided I'm just going to put in here ones I purchased that I actually paid money for, not ones I got for free. But I did purchase a Notion reading tracker, and that is from Kara's Bookshelf. And then I also got the 5-year reading tracker, and that is from Allie at the Hardback Hoarder. And then I purchased The Girl on the Mountain, which is the book club pick for February. And that one I was able to use my gift card, and I had some Prime points I was able to use on that as well. I did win a book from Storygraph, which was really fun, and that's Origins of a Guildmaster. So I'm looking forward to checking that one out and see what it's like. Now on to February. Now for a final flip through of my February setup, but first some supplies. I used my Staedtler's circle stencil, a glue stick, my handy scissors and rulers, which I always have on hand, this stamp that I have absolutely no idea where I got. I think I've had this since high school, so it's, yeah, who knows. Dot markers. I have the Zig Clean Color dot, and then I have my Ohuhu dot markers. And then for brush pens, I have this Flomo Creative, which has a slight glitter to it, which is kind of fun. I have my Pentel Brush sign pen, my Tombow dual tip brush pen in 452, my mild liner brush pen, as well as the highlighter, both in the same color. I have my metallic zebra, or the zebra metallic brush pen. I have my zebra Cura Rich glitter highlighter. And then I have my Sakura jelly rolls. I have those in a couple of the metallic colors, or I guess a kind of two glitter colors. This one's the metallic, and then just the regular Jelly Roll Moonlight. And then I have my Archer and Olive white gel pen, which is almost out. And then I have a couple of washi tapes that I'm using from this set. And these are all really nice colors, and they stick very well and peel up easily, just like washi tapes should. And of course the little nub of an eraser that I have been lovingly using for a while, and it is about out now. About time for it to go. Now for a final flip through for my February setup. So my February setup is Dream Potions, and I saw this really cool potion bottle that was done by Vanessa Paints, which you saw me do earlier in the video, and I used her video as a tutorial on how to paint one. I do need to invest in some actual watercolors and watercolor paper, because the fountain pen inks and random paints I have are not quite cutting it, but it was a good attempt, I think. So I have my calendar, so I will have my TBR here, so whatever the first book I read here, and then I will put my blue dot saying I started it February 1st, and then I will say how many pages I read or how many hours I listened to it, and then I'll have that line go across until I finish it with a gray dot with a number in it to say like February 3rd. And that's how I will keep track of that. And it will look a little bit like this one. And that's all I have on that page. On this side is my TBR, which went from 5 rolls last month to 10 rolls this month. So I took up the whole page. But that's all right. It'll be fun. I have a lot of great things on here, plus one non-reading prompt. Then I have all of my book clubs, my readathons, and my readalongs. So for my book club, if you hadn't checked out any of my other videos, I do have a book club starting in February, on February 1st, for David Estes' Kingfall Histories series, and we will start with Kingfall, and that will be the book for February and March. And if you go on to Amazon between January 28th and February 1st, you can actually pick up the ebook for this for free. He is giving that one away January 28th through February 1st. So if you want to join in, I'll link the Fable link below in the description box, and we would love to have you join us. And then I have the BuJo Buddies, the Backlist book club, and a catch-up book club. My Readathons, Adventures in Aeldia and Buzzwordathon, the Cosmere Readalong, which I'm almost done with. I only have 2 books left to read, and then around the Disc in 800, we're up to books number 27 and 28, and then the Wheel of Time, we're up to book 8. and I almost forgot about putting that one in there. So luckily I had finished Arcanum Unbounded for the Cosmere and was able to erase that and stick that one in there. It's a little squished, but it's okay as long as it's there. And then again, I will put the books I read here, so it'll coincide with my TBR list here. And then I will have my favorite book, my least favorite book of the month, my core stats, so how many books I read, pages I read, my average rating, etc. Books I bought, and the number here, what I actually bought, if I read any of those, and how much it cost. And then I have where I bought them from. And then I have a source, so how many physical books did I read, ebooks, audio, etc. And I will fill in the little circle graph here for format, audience, and rating as well. So these are the books that I will check out from my library. Instead of having to purchase any, I am going to continue utilizing my library like I typically do. And then the next page, you will see where I actually did my Dream Potion bottle here. What really tripped me up, I think, I wish I would have left it out, is the kind of the shadowy shine that she had here. I definitely need to work on that. I did not get that right, but I'm still pretty happy with how it came out. I wish I would have gotten this to flow a little better here. It's a little disjointed, but I still like how it came out for first attempt. And then I was also ordered the black paper, watercolor paper that she used, and I ended up ordering the white one, and it didn't come in until the day after I did this anyway, so there we go. At least I have some good watercolor paper now. I will have the book cover here, and then the dates I read, what compile I gave it, what my rating was, how many stars I gave it, and then just the basics: title, series, author, format, pages, hours, pages I read or hours I listened to, and then what a quick little review or synopsis, a quote I liked, something like that for all of the books on my TBR itself. And then any other books that weren't on my TBR, I will put down below. I will just put the little picture and what star rating I gave it. And that will look a little bit like this. So I will have the picture and the star rating below, and then a little information about the book. And that is it. That is my February reading journal setup. Thank you so much for joining me today. And please like, comment, and subscribe if you wanna, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any other videos from me. And until next time, keep reading. Bye!